前回のあらすじ、人格モジュール回収完了。どうもじゃのみです。ってことで前入れなかったところの鍵を探す。なんか一瞬見えたね。荷物大丈夫だったっけ？ちょっとそれだけちゃんとしたら。今更なんだけどさ、あのスーツって頭はないわけ？クソ血管スーツ。あ、違う。あれから何箇所か探索したんだけど特にないから。進めよう。ってことで、誰に話しかければいいんじゃろか。まあリーダー格はこいつだと思うから。これでいいかい？
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
全部回収したよ。
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections.
期待してなか
Now,
った
all
の
I
か
need
よ。
to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
あわよくば程度だったんだろうな。これらの技術にあなたが必要とする情報はあった？
Yes. Yes. Yes.
何も分かってない反応じゃねえか。
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
ああ、時間がかかるってことね。情報をよこさなきゃ生体装置にブーツをめり込ませるは凶暴すぎるよ。どういうものなのか分かってるんだよね。
I know how these technologies work. Of course I
そ
know.
れ知らん人の言い
If
方
you
なんよ。
remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit, I'll figure it out.
それは完全にわからないやつの言い方じゃないか。逆に私はいろいろできるよ。じゃあとりあえず、このアンテナは脳波のパターンを集中させる。そうだったね。
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
これどういうことだ？それとスーツは心拍制御装置で、音波周波数はバイブレータでしょ？
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
え？
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
もしかしてあれ着なきゃダメ？前私が着なきゃ絶対分かんなかったとるよりそっちが先に出ちまったわ。やっぱさ、本音がポロッと出ちゃうんだよ。しかしこれらはあんまり生物学寄りには見えないな。
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression.
しょっか。
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
スーツ着なきゃダメですか？スーツって着なきゃダメ？着ないで行ってみようか一回。セーブして。今なんかそこにいなかった？マネキンか。びっくりした。スーツ着ないとダメかな。反りが合わんのじゃ。着たくないんだよな。ねえどう思う？ 素晴らしい発見はあった？
Yeah, I discovered.
ぐぐ。まだキャップで誰の受けるんだけど。
You sure?
んなことやってる場合じゃないわ。行かねば。行き先は？え？ここ？話進めないと入れなかっただけってこと？なんだ。この前倒したばっかじゃん。ここめっちゃ開くんだけど。前倒してからそんなに経ってないと思うんじゃが。納得がいかぬ。間違えてなんか使った。もういいや。それよりもこれを蹴散らすのが先ってことで。今日の未来兵器使っちゃった。別に使わないからいっか。ここまで来ると雑誌使うこともないのよね。でも拾い集めちゃうのがヘビの差が。三つ子の魂100までってね。現状のレベルがさ、これでしょ？ 100 なんよ。ここまで来るとほとんど上がってるんよね。あとこの辺か。どうした？そうやって忘れてたわ。こいつら自爆するんだった。じゃあ行きますか。ちょっと待って。それはでかいってもう。それはでかいって。何これ？無理だよ。あんなでかいの勝てないよ。まず情報をよこせ。なんかやばいってことだけは分かった。やばいってことは分かった。何か有効化してしまった？勝手に戦ってくれるのね。ならそれに頼みながら無効化する術を探すか。何のあるか分からんがな。2つ以上のシステムを稼働したらおそらくブレーカーでも落ちるのかしら。よくわかんないけど起動。この段階でバックアップ電源を動作させると試作品を損傷または破壊。いいよ、壊せ。爆発しちゃった。これでできたのかな。全然元気じゃねえか。じゃあもう一箇所くらい稼働させたら今度こそ。それにしてもここで後から戻れるのかな。ってなると探索がはかどりますな。あれもこれも全部持って帰りたいじゃんね。いろいろ駆使して壊せってことだと思うんだけどさ。あとあれば音声データも探さなくちゃいけないからな。もしここにもう入れないよってなった時困るから。モジュールは見つけ終わってるからいいんだけど。間違えた、やめなさい。もうちょっとやめてよ。割と切実にスニーク中は椅子に座らないとか欲しいかも。効果切れた。意外と長いようで短いよね。でもまあしょっちゅう使うものでもないし、たまにはいいか。また見つかりそうになったら使おうっと。あれ？もう機械壊れちゃった？入った。てか私がテンパりすぎててさ、あの人が何喋ってたか全然聞いてなかったんだよね。やっちゃったかな。まあ向こうさんも途中字幕すらなかったから大丈夫か。ヒント言ってたかな。なんとか打撃が弱いんだとか言ってたりしなかったかな。それをやるんじゃないとか言ってなかったかな。ダメかな。そんなギャグみたいな世界線はないっすかね。ここにタレットがあるからここも動かせるんでない？これはここに丸腰で入っちゃったおバカな運び屋にも優しい設計ってやつじゃない？ そんなやついるわけないか。縛りプレイ以外でやる人いないだろう。さてと、ハッキングが必要ってことはこれ停止とかできたりするのかな。新しいターゲット。なんだ、タレットの再設定か。よし、ケーキぶっ壊せ。悲しいことにあれがないんだよ、あれが。字幕が。何言ってるかさっぱりなんだよな。字幕くれよーって状態ではあるんだけどな。いやー、余波がひどい。退散と。敵が何喋ってるかこれっぽっちもわかんねえ。あとあっちの方で最後じゃない？音声データとかはない感じ？あった。さすがに同じ場所にいくつもあるとは思えないから、これで取り逃しの心配はないかな。あ、全部集めたらしい。待ってね、今はいけないから。待って。ん？ここは入れないのか、大きい把握。一個ずつやっていかないと分かんなくなっちゃうからね。とはいえ今はまずはこれ。デカデカスコルピオンをなんとかせねばならぬのですよ。さて、ここかな。あれ？アップデート用のモジュールって全部見つけたんだっけ？まあこれだけ探してないならないんでしょうよ。ワンチャン敵が持ってる可能性もなくはないからね。サクッとハックで進みましょうね。あ、いた。何これ。例のジャイアントロボスコーピオンの誤操作による攻撃の後、上層部の方からの命令に従い、我々は緊急停止プロセスをインストールした。二度と使用しないことを祈る。試作品のシステムはすぐ焼けて、数週間は再始動できなくなるだろう。軍は半年以内の実践モデルを望んでいるが、すでにプロジェクトは遅れているのだ。はあ。これでいいじゃん。はい。おしまーい。開けないかね。なんだ、戦わなくてよかったんだ。てかもう最後？敵の親玉ともう戦うらしいよ。嘘、これでいいの？停止しちゃった。あはじゃないんだわ。多分これと死闘を繰り広げた方が良かったんだろうな。蛇としても見せ場としてもね。ちょっとこれ破壊するルートは欲しかったかも。後で時間があったら力試ししてみる？ちょっとこれはひどいよね。でも茶飲みは初見を大事にしたいからさ。私自身の選択だからね。仕方ないよね。てか作りが似てない？シンクタンクと。ってことはどっからとどめ刺すとかなんとなくプランは練れるかな。なんかよくわかんないけど慌ててるわ。これは背後から一突きすればいいわけ？ラスボス相手にそれはどうなんでしょう。まあ今更なんだよな。サソリをあんな形で終わらせた手前ちょっとどうかとも思うけどね。あれ？脳みそのありかを吐かせるのが先か？いた！バレない。だって私の大水レベルは100だから。あいつ超極じゃん。脳のタンク？もしかしてこれ私の？寝てない？脳寝てない？脳のくせにいびきかいてんじゃが。待って、もしかして見逃されてる？まあいいか。
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
これでよく見えるかい？
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you.
老化という
Should
か
look at getting the
壊れて
visual
ますけど。
nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
ありがと
I love mentats. Delicious
う。メ
and
ンタサゴ類はお
smutty.
前か。
I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
思ってたような悪いやつには見えないけど、あんた本当に悪い人？
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
あんたはどうして私の脳を奪っていったの？
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
よくわかんないけど、それの何が問題になるの？
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well.
いくつかの点について興味があるんだけどさ、質問は受け付けてくれるかね？
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
何これ？モニターを直すことはできないが、ゴーストリセプションを取得している場合を直すことができるよ。
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there. And the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
お前食べれるの？あれロボスコーピオンって何なの？
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about Custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
なんだろう、微妙にずれてる感じ。とってもラスボスとは思えない空気感。どうしてシンクタンクの通信で脅威を装ったの？
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
何このじいさん。待って。シンクタンクを脅かして閉じ込め続けさせるためにロボスコーピオンを作ったってことなの？
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
あんたじゃなくて私の脳が暴走してんの？どういうこと？あんたの話したことの全てが不可解だ。計画やその名前すらも。
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
再起ループの一部として奴らの名前を再設定したのか？処理装置を騙すために？
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
なぜ彼らを捕らえた？いや、再起ループは情報の流れを止めるために設計されている。だから。
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan B's in case the A's fail.
クライン、モービウス。0は円環、8は無限のシンボルすべてル。クレイン、モービウス。モビウス。モビウス。メビウスってなるとクラインってなんだ？じゃあクラインの壺か。
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
それはお前の友人にやったクソったれな行為の類だ。細かいが、自分の王を飲み込む蛇はウロボロスであって、ウロボロスであってウロボロス。どういうこと？ウロボロスの蛇だよ。合ってるよ。ロボトミーしたんだったらなんで脅かせるの？この映画何か違う？綴りが違ってるけど日本蛇の私にはちょっとわかんないけど、自分の王を飲み込む蛇はウロボロスだよ。
Really? It is so unlike me to
そん
make
な
an
の私に
error
わからない
in
っ
anything I
て。
do.
で、なんで彼らを脅かし続けるの？
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
他にも訪問者がいたのになんで私だけ違うの？
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
一応3択あるんだけど、これ全部同じじゃね？まあいいや。ドック・ミッチェルが治療を試みたんだけどなんかおかしいの？
Yes, very good. I should have mentats in just you instead of the other way around.
私から作った？待って、
Mentats.
私から作ったってどういう意味だおい？
In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
クラインはあなたの放送で3つのテクノロジーを手に入れるというアイデアが浮かんだと言っていた。偶然なの？
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
しかしシンクタンクは現物ではなく設計図をダウンロードしていった。彼らなら同じものを作れるんじゃないの？
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
これらの目的は何？
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
私の脳を取り戻すことは許してくれる？
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all
自律
manner
的
of
な脳ってなん
opinions.
だよ。
Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
じゃあ行くよ。いや、私が私の脳と交渉ってどういうことよ。めぼしいものはモビウスの手袋ゲットした。モビウスって呼ぶべきなのかメビウスって呼ぶべきなのかわかんないんだけどね。あ、びっくりした。まだその時じゃない。もう少し探索する。メタ的な話をするとさ、もともとの運び屋の脳とここで探索するってわがまま言ってる蛇の目の脳の話になってくると思うんじゃ。戻りたくないって言われたらその時はその時な気もするんじゃよ。起きてます？
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
どうして私の脳がこうも男っぽいんだ。
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to
単純になかっ
find
た
in
の
the
ね。
Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
はあ？私が君の脳なの？君が私の脳な
Ah,
の？
lovely. Figure that
さ
out.
すがにちょっと疲れてきてるかもしれぬ。皮に来るなよ。自分自身の脳に合うのはちょっと奇妙な出来事だね。
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
もちろん奇妙な科学実験でいっぱいのクレーターを走り回るんだ。衛生管理は最優先さ。
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
少しは蛇に敬意を払ったら？
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid.
何これ？君が頭に戻ってきたらテレビを見るだろうね。嫌になるほどたくさん。
You wouldn't. That's inhuman.
いや、やるよ。ついでにアルコールとアリのネクターカクテルでもやるとするかな。それも毎晩。
You're a monster. A deranged, self-destructive monster.
戻りたくないの？脳は頭に収まった方がいいと思うけど。
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
なるほど。じゃあ公平にお返しするならどうすればいい？
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules.
ほんほん。
First, showers. Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor.
ドッグ・ミッチェルがいいか
That
な。
Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
なんかちょっとだけ面倒になってきたな。置いてこうかも。
Oh no, Please don't leave me here in this nice, safe dome where I have access to nutritive fluids and a fully
これはあ
indexed
れか
library.
まんじゅう怖い
Please don't deprive
そ
me
れと
of
も
being
本気
dragged through a landscape so bleak it was actually improved by the end of the world. I don't know how I could bear it.
どうしたいんだよ。言っとくけどヘビにそういうの通用しないからな。もし置いていったらどうなんの？
Let me see. I suppose you'd continue on much as you are now, using that synthetic thinking machine to do the heavy lifting. Unless, of course, the batteries run out. But that seems unlikely.
連れ戻したらどうする？
I'm not entirely sure. I suppose there's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us. What form that might take, though, I cannot say.
じゃあ、戻っといて。
Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again.
嘘がある。ヘビ、君に洗濯車をあげた覚えはないよ。ほら、行くよ。ただこねるんじゃありません。まったくもう。
While the brute force approach is a lovely one, really, it won't work. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
なんで？
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
どうしてあの脳たちを生かせるのがそんなに悪いの？そんなに悪い連中じゃなかったよ。ネジは数本ぶっ飛んでるけど。
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those. Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave. Every man, woman, and
確かにま
child
ずいかもしれ
be
ない。
reduced to a
ストッ
lobotomite.
パーが必要だ
Is
な。
that what you want?
それは確かに私の考えが足りてなかったわ。ならどうしたらいい？
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
シンクタンクが取引を維持しないならそうさせよう。だから行こう。
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Clyde will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
うへえ。そりゃまた怒鳴り散らすんやろうな。どうした？心臓を取り戻すってオプションがある。背骨はそのままでもいいかな。脊髄は残ってるわけでしょ？ならなんの問題もないんだわ。あれ？メンタス狂いはいた。取り返したぜ。
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
私の脳がシンクタンクを止める必要があるって教えてくれたの。あなたは助けてくれる？
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
どんなプランがあるの？
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly.
暴力以外で解決する方法はあるのかな？
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
彼らの意志を変える方法の手がかりはある？
Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
彼らを怖がらせる。どうやって？
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though, or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
まあいいや、言ってくる。なんかよくわかんないけど、うまくやれば平和的解決はできそうな気配。とりあえず危ないものは全部もらっていくね。そんなところで、今宵はここまで。ここまでお付き合いいただきありがとうございました。とりあえず長話やっべって思いながらも削れるとこなくないって焦り始めてはいた。かといって削るとわからなくなるし、ロールプレイ的にも差し支えがあるからさ。じゃあの目なんか削んなくてもよくわかんない部分ありましたし。まあ割と編集中に理解することも多々ありますし、2週目3週目ってやると気づけることがある感覚に近いっすね。それじゃ、おやすみなさい。じゃあの目もさすがにくたびれました。寝る。ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価ボタンを押してもらえるとヘビが喜びます。それじゃあまた遊びに来てね。待ってるよ。